And, okay, I think we're about ready, Trent. So, guys, like I said, Kirstin Stone coming at you live from the PRI Show 2017. I'm joined by Mr. Jeff Reed of TCI Automotive.
Hi, guys.
Jeff, how's the show been going for you?
Oh, the show's been awesome. It's been, like I told somebody a while ago, Thursday morning I was just overwhelmed with the people here. And, and it's nonstop. It's been great.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a really busy show. I think it's proof positive that the industry, the racing industry, is alive and well, and we are doing just good out here. Is there an issue, or are we? Okay, cool. Sorry, we have a goofy cameraman back there who's making some faces. So, guys, you can see, I mean, the booth is busy already this morning. The halls are just going nuts. Have you gotten out to see anything yet?
No.
No?
What is that?
Yeah, we've been really busy here, but there's a lot that we're hoping to be able to see something today if we get a lull. Anything you're looking forward to checking out? Anything you're looking forward to checking out?
I got some friends that's got the JMS booth back here. I want to walk back and talk with them. Actually, one of my customer cars is in their booth, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. We had a chance yesterday to get out and take some pictures of cars that are all comp equipped, TCI equipped, and wandering around and seeing just how much of our stuff is out on the floor, and that was very exciting. So, other very exciting things that are going on and happening right in front of us here. This is the brand new 4X transmission from TCI. Tell me a little bit about the 4X series of transmissions.
Our 4X, we designed this to basically go in your street rod, hot rod, street strip car. It's based off of the 700 R4.
But that's not the only one, right? There's a 700 R4, and then we also have the electronic.
Yeah, we have the electronic 4L60E version. And this is coming out first. It's out. It's ready to go. Then probably May, June of this coming year, we'll have the 4L60E version, which is the same thing. And basically what we've done, you can see we've cut the bell housing off. We've got our adapter ring that we've used on our 6X for the last 4 or 5 years. And, any combination, LS, Ford, small block Ford, Chrysler, small block, big block, Buick, Pontiac, we can put this in there. Or the Ford modular, the mod motor stuff. And, you got guys that's got typical AOD transmissions, and you got the throttle cable deal that we have trouble with, and this is going to bolt right up. Converter flywheel, ready to go. And on the 700 R4, you will have to run a throttle cable, but we're working on something as far as the bracket to connect it to the linkage. We're definitely going to have that soon. This thing's rated up to like 750 horsepower. So
perfect. So, I mean, just simple, I hate to say bolt in, it mates up easily, and you're not going to have all of the conversion issues that we've seen for so many people
whatsoever.
in the past.
I mean, we've got that. Basically, this from here forward is just like our 6-speed. It's same style converter, same flywheel. We've already got them packages ready to go. And this,
That's awesome. So, is there anything else exciting going on with TCI out here at the show this year?
Well, I mean, it's just good for me to get to come to this show and put a face with a name. I talk to a lot of people. My background at TCI is the racing part of it, and this is what this is.
This is it, right? This is the show that we live for.
It is awesome, like you said, just to get here and them guys come up and. Like I say, put a face with a name, and it's been real good.
Hey Trent, can we get Scooter on deck here? Thank you. So the other thing that I was really enjoying yesterday, I mentioned we got to get out and check out so many cool cars, so much exciting stuff, and the products that come out at this show are so distinctly different from the products that people bring out for the SEMA show. I know that you weren't at SEMA with us this year, but you've certainly seen the difference between the two shows, and it's just a world of cool racing specific stuff.
It's a little bit of everything here,
right? And it's just such a gearhead's dream. So it's definitely a blessing.
Another thing too, I was just talking to one of the guys back here. It's Saturday. This is the last day of PRI, and what I'm noticing today is a lot of kids You know, I see a lot of high school, maybe even first-year college kids coming down the aisles, and they're you can just tell by the look, they're amazed. Hey, and I like to see that. You know, that's our future.
Right,
and,
that's the future. That's what we're all working towards. And there's so many reports that we've seen over and over again that, you know, the kids aren't into cars. But I think that we're seeing such a shift in that, in the way that, you know, media is covering racing and what that is, and that's really been a huge shift for our industry, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think we're probably good on TCI. Jeff, thank you for joining us. And I am going to pull that mic off of you, and I'm actually going to bring Trent in here to talk about some of what we've gotten to see out of the show this year.
All right.
Thanks for joining us, Jeff. Trent Goodwin, our trusty cameraman who Kyle Hunt likes to often razz on, he was out walking around the show with me yesterday, and we got to see some insane stuff. Tell me what your favorite stuff was.
Absolutely. You know, the great thing about PRI is you know, it's all-encompassing racing.
Right.
You know, you're seeing everything from tractor pull, diesel racing cars, dirt cars, circle track, pavement, NASCARs, anything and everything you could think of in the racing industry. So no matter what your facet is, we have it here at this show.
Yeah. What was the tiny... Those tiny little baby sprint cars
that
we were looking at yesterday?
Mini sprint cars. In fact, I sent a picture to my wife, and I was like, hey, I found my daughter something to start racing again, and she approved it. So
she's only 6 months old, but if we start
building
now.
She's 6 months old. By the time I'll have the whole program paid for, and, you know, we'll be ready to race.
Yeah, she'll be racing before she's walking at this rate.
Exactly. That is the game plan for any man in this industry that has a little girl. So... But, you know, the PRI 2017 show has been packed. Yesterday, you could not walk down the aisles.
Yeah.
Today, you've got a different group of people. You've got a lot of local weekend racers.
Yeah.
People that got off work. They're here on Saturday checking out all the latest and greatest parts, cars, ideas. I see a lot of guys crawling underneath a lot of these dirt cars, figuring out what their competitors are doing.
Right.
Which is pretty neat. You know, they're taking pictures and trying to figure out, how do I get the advantage?
Yeah.
So, you know, I've seen a couple dirt late models that have been made in a clear acrylic.
Yeah, that's really
no
crazy.
steel bodies.
I don't think I've ever seen that before this year.
Yeah, completely clear dirt late models. So you can see the roll cages and all the internals.
Right.
So cool.
Yeah, and we could really check out all of the components in those cars at a way that, I mean, I've never had that experience before, so it was really neat.
Absolutely, you know, and you walk around here and you see so many of our brands in a lot of these cars, and it's always great to interact with those race teams and drivers. You know, everybody's crowd favorites. They always have the Street Outlaw guys here, and you know, there are some of our greatest customers. They do a great job for us promoting our brands. You got some of these dirt late model guys that just do an amazing job, you know, supporting our company and supporting our brands, and you know, it's a great show. You really can't. There's nothing you can complain about at this event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Besides being able to walk.
Guys, just so we could touch on that, you mentioned the Street Outlaws.
Yeah.
What do you think that they've done for our industry?
You know, I think sometimes they get a bad rap because they are promoting street racing. But you know what I look at it is, they're bringing new demographics to our car community.
Yeah.
There's guys that
had no idea.
Yeah, or they've got race cars that's been sitting in garages and sheds and pole barns.
Yeah.
And they're bringing these things out and actually working on them now, because now they have a show that they can watch and relate to.
Right.
They're like, man, I want to get my car back at the drag strip.
Right.
I quit racing 10 years ago.
Right. That not everything's a top fuel car. That there's racing that's so accessible.
Yeah, and now that they've made it to where they're all steel body cars, you know, they're relatable.
Yeah.
They have that car in their backyard. And
Yeah.
they're like, I can do this.
Yeah,
you know, they might not be near as fast, but they're going to try.
And we've got the parts to help them get there.
You got that right.
It's been a really cool experience. The other thing that I saw yesterday I thought was super neat was we were looking at that car on the lift. We were actually taking pictures of Quartermaster stuff, but we're talking about people crawling around underneath cars. They've actually got cars up on lifts where you can look at what's going on.
Absolutely. You know, there's cars on car lifts. There's cars on rotisseries turned on their sides.
Yeah. we're looking at cars in a different way this year, I think, than we ever been able to.
Racing simulators everywhere where you can drive your favorite race cars with those certain brand parts on them.
With the VR goggles, so you can look really cool while you're doing it in public.
You know,
I've been trying to get Trent on there all day.
I've been jealous I've not been able to do it yet, but maybe by the end of the show, you know, this is the last day.
Yeah.
I may try to run out of there. Probably won't happen.
Yeah. Something tells me those
busy.
racing sims are going to be packed with people
It's been a busy trade show, which is a great thing for us. You know, we had a sign made. You know, the 2017 racers and engine builders. You know, there's a thank you sign for them, and they've been coming by signing our board that we're going to hang in our facility.
Yeah, I was asked to note, if you're out here at the show, maybe you're back at the hotel just getting ready to head over here today, and if you're a racer or an engine builder that's worked with Comp Performance Group, please swing by the booth. We'd love to talk to you. Like Jeff mentioned, putting faces to names, and sign the board and just hang out and meet the guys. Like I said, it's a real gearhead. Hey guys, how you doing? It's a real gearhead friendly show, and we're all gearheads hanging out and you know, talking car parts with everybody all day. So
absolutely. You know,
come by and meet the guys and meet your sales reps. We'd be happy to have you at the booth. Sorry guys, there's a little bit of chaos here in the booth this morning. But again, we're happy to have chaos.
Absolutely.
We're just so dang busy.
Well, we've got, you know, so many brands here that we're showcasing, and we have so many customers. I mean, our customers are a broad spectrum. You know, we don't have just the racers coming by. We have the average consumers. We have the engine builders. We have the warehouses. We have the WDs.
Yeah.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's here to check out the parts. You know, they're here to make deals and do business.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this show so fun and so exciting, because it's such a vast market.
Yeah. And so that was kind of an interesting note. We had the career day yesterday where we got to meet with a whole bunch of students that are getting ready to start their careers and hoping to get into the aftermarket. And we had an opportunity to talk to people who were, you know, maybe they were engineers, or maybe they were in tech school and they're learning to be, you know, automotive technicians.
Yeah.
And we had the chance to tell them, like, there's this huge range of opportunities in this industry. It's not just guys that can wrench, but if you can wrench, you're in a whole lot better place to do our marketing jobs or to do, you know, any technical sales.
Yeah, this is just such a huge opportunity for some of these kids going into college, for business management, to mechanics, to engineering, to marketing, because all these companies here are looking for their next staff.
Yeah,
you know, they're looking for the latest and greatest engineers that's coming down the pipeline that know the latest and greatest software.
Right.
You know, to
and
the marketing techniques.
Software, but also that know what they're doing with a wrench in their hand.
Exactly. I mean, you know, they're looking for gearheads that can design parts, market parts, sell parts.
Right.
You know, and if you're an eager young kid out there and you love, you know, you started off building model cars or building Lego cars, you know, this is your industry. You know, go to school for it, have fun with it, and then you can do it for a living. And hey, that's a home run. When you can go to work every day and all you worry about is making cars go faster.
Yeah,
that's absolutely a win, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Billy, can you come over here for a second?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
You're in for a treat.
Keep rotating people out here. And can you grab Buggy, if you could?
I will be glad to grab Buggy.
Thank you much.
It was a pleasure. Come see us at PRI 2018 next year.
All right. Thank you so much, Trent, for joining us. And you guys, like I said, it has been nutso in the booth. We will get to Scooter Brothers. He is busy at the moment with customers, but in the meantime, I've got Billy Carroll, and I'm going to grab Billy to talk about all the racing and contingency programs that we've been working with out here. And Billy's been caught off guard, as you might notice. Welcome to our live broadcast, Billy. Here's a mic for you.
Happy to be here, Kirstin.
I'm not sure he means it at the moment. But so tell us a little bit. You got a chance to get out and get to the Lucas Oil Banquet last night. Mm-hmm. And that was a huge series that we sponsor. And tell me a little bit about that experience last night, being out there with all the winners.
Well, and the Lucas Oil Series were the sponsor of the CompCam's Engine Builder Award. Mm-hmm. So the engine builders are rewarded based on the drivers' finishes during the year. So those points are accumulated through the year, and at the end of the year, the engine builder that's accumulated the most points is rewarded both a check from CompCams as well as a product certificate. And then each of the engine builders from there down are each given a product certificate that are used.
Right. So it's kind of a unique opportunity to recognize the engine builders, not just the faces that we see more often. I think that kind of reflects the tech level of this show. Like, it's really technical, it's heavy racing, but it's not just about celebrity faces, but the gearheads that are behind those as well.
That's right.
That's right, Kirstin.
Well put, Kirstin. There's a lot of there's several racers that deal with a lot of different engine builders, and so obviously as each of those drivers accumulate the points, those different engine builders are rewarded, and the different engine builders are all dealing with different of our engine builder sales team. So each of our guys that deals with each of those customers has a unique relationship and helps those guys through the year. So it's a way for us to give back and reward those guys for being loyal customers of ours.
Yeah, and it's a good time to be out here with all of them. Well, Billy, I appreciate you swinging on over here, whether you wanted to or not, to deal with me on camera. And we appreciate all the work that you do and how you support the racers. I'm sure that they would second that. So thank you for coming by, Billy.
You're welcome. Thanks for the heads up, Kirstin.
No problem, Billy. And I was going to grab Buggy Johnson, who deals with Clay Milliken. We had a really cool moment yesterday. Clay swung by and dropped off a Wally Award here at the booth, presented that to Scooter Brothers. Was a really cool opportunity. But as you can see behind me, Buggy has now been consumed by customers because it is getting nuts in here. You guys, I'm going to try to grab Scooter at a later point once we have a little bit more free time, and we will catch up with you later to talk about the MSC finishing process, and we will talk to you real soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.